Well, it's district tournament time here for the Greenwood Gators. Sitting down with Head Coach Will McCoy. It is time for the district tournament taking place at Bowling Green High School. Before we do that, I know this season has been a bit of an up and down year for you guys, but against Warren East, I think you got to be proud as a coach the way that you guys played, as well as staying within it when both sides were playing chess.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great win. Put up almost 90 points and withstand their offensive incredible night. I mean, they hit 14 threes. Bratcher had 27. Prince had right around that 25 range. So when the numbers ran for us, we were off the charts good. I mean, we were 37 rebounds, 26 assists, 14 of 16 from the free throw line. So a lot of the boxes that we feel like we have to check to win big games, we did. And we took their best, in my opinion, about the best they can play offensively from what I've seen of them, and we're able to power through that and still come out with a victory.
Mm-hmm. I know I already talked about it with me doing this story here for two of your guys, and Nick Simpson and Asher Pettus. Those two guys have definitely been huge, not only for you as a coach, but also them now being part of the 1,000-point club, and now both guys are now 3 and 4 under your leadership.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, talk to me a little bit about how important those two guys have been, not only for you, but also for their careers here at Greenwood High School.
Crazy cool, man, to be the 10th and 11th guys to do that in a 35-year history of a great program with a lot of stellar players up here behind us on this wall. Just it's a testament to the work they put in, the longevity of their career. They were able to withstand some injuries and sickness and still just kind of push through it to go from this year and last year being the two guys that teams scouted the most for, knowing coming into games they were going to get the other team's best players guarding them. It just shows that they've been fantastic basketball players here for us, and proud of them, proud of their teammates for playing through them and helping those guys reach that milestone as well.
Coach Will McCoy of the Greenwood Gators Boys Basketball team head coach joining us for our pregame interview. All right, Coach, 14th District Tournament time taking place at Bowling Green High School. You guys got Warren Central.
Mm-hmm.
You got to take on. I know you guys are all too familiar because first game you guys kept it close, and the second game they came in here and played really well. The Dragons did.
Mm-hmm.
So how important is it for this matchup around against a team like Warren Central that you're going to have to deal with and try to get a better outcome this time around?
I mean, it's going to be tough. They're a fantastic team. They're top 10 ranked team in the state, have been the majority of the year, undefeated in district play. And again, I've said a lot, in my opinion, the toughest district in Kentucky. So the region runs through them, not just our district tournament. The region tournament traditionally runs through them in Bowling Green. So we know we've got our hands full, but I know the last couple of years we have fought an uphill battle with how talented they were and what we had kind of went through, and it feels different this year. It's still going to be a very, very tall drink of water and a really tough task, but it's something that I believe that we have a locker room that believes that they are up for that moment, and that they feel like if we can roll in there tomorrow night and execute our game plan, we've got a shot.
How important is it for you, for this team, that they need to be the ones that put the pressure on Warren Central and not the other way around?
It's huge. If we aren't able to make them feel our presence early, history has shown in the time I've been here and before I got here that this game hasn't resulted too well for Greenwood. So we've got to come out ready to go, man. You can't dig yourself into a huge hole and fight an uphill battle the entirety of the game with the way that they guard you and the way they can score the ball as well. You got to stay in this game.
Mm-hmm. How important is it for you for this team to get off to a fast start against a team like Warren Central? Because last game you guys were able to get off to a quick start against Warren East, and it kind of felt like the inconsistencies of why the team at times has struggled is because they've gotten off to slow starts.
I agree. I agree. You've covered us a long time now, and you're familiar with us, and we're not good when we come out flat. We're just not, and we've tried to make sure our message hasn't added pressure to our locker room. I don't feel like we have to jump out on them 8-0, or we've just got to stay right there. We need to be up a possession or two or down a possession or two. We can't be in this mirage of just 14, 16-point deficit going into the second quarter. down 20 going into halftime. We've got to stay around.
Head coach of the Greenwood Gators Boys Basketball team, Will McCoy, here with us. And, Coach, keys to the game, what's going to be very important against a team like Warren Central that's got length to kill, because obviously they got Ant McAfee, who's 4th Region Player of the Year, first team 4th Region. And then you had our Jared Kirk, 2nd team All-Region in the 4th, and then Armani Bird was named to the 3rd team. So
Yeah.
that's going to be very important if you're going to have to cover those 3 guys. So that's how important are those keys going to be going into this matchup?
Very. And, the first key, I'll start with what we've already talked about, is we call it first 4, last 4. So we feel like we need to try to win the first 4 minutes of the basketball game. We feel like if we are in the game after the first 4 minutes, we're going to be in the entirety of the game, which will give us the opportunity to win that last 4. The glass, I think it's going to be a man's game. If we show up to play like I know we will, it's going to be a battle down there in the paint. We can't give them 2nd, 3rd chances all night. They're too good of an offensive team. Got to have one and done with them on the offensive side of the ball. And then in my opinion, maybe the biggest key is just going to be mental and physical toughness. We've got to be able to dig in a little bit deeper when they go on a run and respond with one of our own. We've got to keep our emotions in check, channel that adrenaline early. Both teams are going to be up for a big moment, a big, awesome atmosphere. And I think the team that kind of gets not relaxed in a passive, too cool way, but can kind of just, get in a good flow of the basketball game first, I think that'll pay off in the end for them as well.
Coach Will McCoy, the Greenwood Gators boys basketball team with us. Coach, appreciate you as always taking the time. Best of luck to y'all against Warren Central in the district tournament.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
We'll be back with more coverage here on the Sporting Times Broadcast Network.